Now children, let us see how we can read the content of the CSV file. Now reading from the CSV file involves the loading of a CSV file data, then parsing it. Parsing means removing the delimiter and then loading it in a Python iterable sequence and finally reading that sequence. So reading from the CSV file involves a function known as reader, right? Let's see the steps to read from the CSV file. First of all, the module CSV is imported. After that, the CSV file is opened in reading mode. Then the reader object is created, which will store the parsed data in the iterable sequence. So it will take the data from the file and store it in the iterable sequence like your list or tuple. Then we can use the loop to fetch each row of the sequence. Process the data as read from the sequence and then close the file. So coming up to the role of reader object. See, the reader object is the opposite of writer object. Writer object was writing the data in the CSV file in a particular format. In the same way, reader object is reading the data, getting the data from the CSV file and converting it into the delimiter, into the format after removing the delimiter. This is called parsing, right? And then it is returning the parsed data in an iterable sequence form so that it could be stored in the Python sequence. Iterable sequence means any such sequence which you can use in a loop. Okay. Now let's see the syntax of creation of the reader object. First of all, reader object name is equal to csv.reader and then within bracket we write the file object name. Second argument is delimiter. If we do not provide this argument, this is an optional argument, then it will take the default delimiter as comma. This is an example. I have taken the reader object name as rd is equal to csv.reader. Within bracket I have written f1. F1 is the file object name, comma, delimiter is equal to pipe symbol. Right? So I'm opening the CSV file which is having the delimiter as pipe symbol. Okay. Now let us understand reading of the CSV file with the help of a program. Write a program to read the records of employees from the file emp.csv. Now the record contains employee ID, employee name and salary. This is the same file that we have created while studying writing to the CSV file. Now let's suppose these are the content of my CSV file. As you can see over here, this file is having the end of line characters. End of line translation is there in this file. So when we read this file, we have to specify the end of line character. See, first of all, CSV module is imported. Then the file is opened in reading mode and we have provided the end of line character which is used. Since we are working in Windows operating system, so the end of line character in Windows is \r\n and this is the same end of line character in which this file was created. So after that what we have done? We have created a reader object. rd is equal to csv.reader and here is the file object name. So what reader function has done? This reader function has created the reader object which will take the data from the file, the entire data of the file and convert it into the iterable sequence. Now this reader object is containing all the parsed data. Now we are going to use this object in the for loop and read it one by one. So for I in RD, this is an iterable sequence. Print I. So see, these are the contents that are displayed. Okay. Now let's suppose this is my CSV file which is not having any end of line translation. Now when the file is not having any end of line translation, so what will be my code? It is the same code, but now no new line argument is used because the file was created without end of line translation. So while opening the file for reading, we do not need to specify any end of line character, right? And see, the contents are read. Now if suppose my file is this one which is having the delimiter as pipe symbol and no end of line translation is there. So what changes we have made? We have simply provided the delimiter argument over here. New line we have not used because the file is not having the end of line translation. The rest of the code is same. So see the content. This is how we work with the CSV file. I'm sure you will notice that the working with CSV file is simpler than working with either the text file or the binary file.